And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Well, good Friday afternoon, everyone. Taking a look at your current conditions as you're wrapping up your work week, getting ready for the weekend, looking at those current conditions. At the time of recording, looking at about 52 degrees outside. You're seeing southerly winds at 15 miles an hour, and looking around the rest of the region, as warm as we've gotten so far today, you can see some places some mid-50s, some cooler conditions down off towards the south, or maybe you're seeing a slightly deeper snowpack. Places like Tulia looking at 44 degrees, 46 down in Clovis. As of the last time this was recorded, around 3:48 in the afternoon. Looking at your satellite radar, a few passing clouds here and there, but other than that, things are really looking pretty quiet right now. So we're going to start putting together your 7-day supercast here with our Saturday and Sunday. You're going to notice a very big difference in those days. 60 for Saturday, but 36 for your Sunday. So let's take a look at our forecast temperatures going into your Friday night into Saturday. You're going to see 39 degrees there, dropping down in the low 30s, just barely below freezing in the overnight hours as you're waking up on a Saturday morning. And then, like I said, topping out right at about 60 degrees. So really going to be an awfully nice afternoon, but there's going to be some cooler air looking just to the north. Looking at those winds going into your Friday as well as you're going to see going into Saturday, we're going to see a west-southwesterly turn of those winds, about 10 to 15, maybe a 15 to 20 mile an hour kind of trend on those winds out of the west-southwest. That's what's aiding in that big warm-up. But there those winds start to turn out of the north, up in the northeastern part of the area. That is our next weather maker, a cold front set to come in for Sunday. You're going to set the stage for some chilly conditions. So back to our wind tracker here. You can see those winds turn out of the northeast going into Sunday morning. You'll notice they're not super stout winds, about 10 to 20 mile an hour winds as that front does push through, but that's really about as bad as they'll be by the afternoon hours. Winds do start to trend downward, so some good news there. But you're going to notice those temperatures drop sharply going into the mid-morning hours. As you can see, going past Saturday and going into Sunday, we'll be dropping down to the freezing mark by midnight, and then we'll be waking up to only about 17 to 19 degrees. Some places up north even cooler than that, and then only warming up into the mid-30s by the end of the afternoon. And because of that, we're going to see some pretty sharp wind chills, especially going into your Sunday morning. We're going to see those wind chills down in the single digits, below zero for some places in the area, so you'll certainly want to bundle up Sunday morning. And then even as we hit that peak of those mid-30s on Sunday afternoon, we might only feel like it's only about 27 degrees outside. So let's now bring in the rest of your 7-day supercast. You'll notice on Tuesday and Wednesday about a 10% chance of some moisture. Not a ton of confidence in this next event. Looking at your next 5 days of rain chances, just to kind of show the kind of disparity in models here. You'll see going Monday into Tuesday, kind of getting clipped in the southeastern corner of the panhandle. But if we look at our long-range forecast here, you'll see something that shows it going just a little bit further to the south and east of our area. It does show it missing us entirely. So that's going to be one of those things we have to watch very carefully as we go throughout these next couple of days to start to see how everything starts to really come together as we get a little bit closer to see whether or not we take those rain chances off or if we maybe bump them up just a little bit. But you're going to notice a sharp cool down. There's those 30s for the bulk of the week, climbing back up into the 40s and ultimately 50s as you go into Friday of next week.